Hello everyone, welcome back to Mentors Academy, your trusted guide for current affairs relevant to UPSC, CAC, state PCS exams, CAPF, EPFO, and all other competitive exams out there. So before we dive deep into today's key headlines and current affairs, let's solve previous sessions MCQs. Right? The first question was, which body regulates writs and InVITs in India? Options are RBI, SEBI, NSE, and Ministry of Finance. The correct answer to this question is option B, SEBI. The next question was, in the context of Manipur, the SOO Pact refers to A. Suspension of operations by insurgent groups, settlement of ownership disputes, special operation order by army, and state ordinance of order. The correct answer to this question is option A. Suspension of operations by insurgent groups. So without any further delay, let's jump to today's key headlines. So today's key headlines include Apatani tribe, culture, conservation and unity, blood moon dazzles sky watchers worldwide, Hezbollah disarmament challenge in Lebanon, stellar parallax space navigation without Earth, Parondos paradox applied to cancer therapy, Bhupen Hazarika's centenary celebrations, and Taiwan Strait, a flashpoint of global naval diplomacy. Right? Yeah, so let's continue with the articles. Apatani tribe, excuse the spelling here. Apatani tribe, culture, conservation, unity. Right? So the Adi Apatani Summit 2025 in Arunachal Pradesh reaffirmed cultural preservation and the communal harmony. So the Apatani tribe, it's a scheduled tribe. The Apatani tribe is a scheduled tribe, lives in Zero Valley. So they are known for rich fish farming system, facial tattoos, some like nose plugs, and bamboo based sustainable ecology. So they speak in a Tani dialect from the Tibeto-Burman family. This dialect belongs to the Tibeto-Burman family. All right. So there was a joint declaration with the Adi community. It promoted inter-tribe marriage and bans revenge customs. It proposed Zero Valley as a UNESCO site. So for prelims, note that unique ecological practices, and for mains, this reflects communal peace building and sustainable tribal heritage. Keep that in mind. So moving on to the next article, we have blood moon. We had a full lunar eclipse yesterday, right? So on September 7th and 8th of 2025, a total lunar eclipse turned the moon deep red, a blood moon. It's called a blood moon, visible to 85% of the world. So during a total lunar eclipse, what happens is, during a total lunar eclipse, so the Earth's shadow blocks sunlight, but due to Rayleigh scattering, that is atmospheric filtering of blue light, Rayleigh scattering, only red light reaches the moon, and giving it the blood moon appearance. Right here, during a lunar eclipse, the Earth's shadow blocks sunlight. Keep that in mind. So the eclipse lasted for about 82 minutes. It coincided with perigee. Moon's perigee. Perigee is nothing but the closest point of moon to the Earth. So it was visible across Asia, Europe, Africa, and Australia as well. So it's very important for prelims geography, right? GS1 geography. So the concept is Earth-Moon dynamics and the optics concepts. Keep that in mind. So moving on to the next article, we have Hezbollah disarmament challenge. So Lebanon's government has proposed a plan to disarm the Hezbollah, but it faces internal resistance and external pressure from the Israel. So what is Hezbollah exactly? Let's understand that. Hezbollah, it's a Shia militia backed by Iran, emerged after the 1982 Israel invasion. So it holds both political and military power, like military autonomy as well. So Lebanon's cabinet actually wants a state monopoly on arms here. state monopoly on arms. So Hezbollah rejected it, citing its resistance mandate. So a risk of civil unrest and even a division in the Lebanese armed forces were seen in the country. So for UPSC mains GS2, this illustrates proxy warfare and non-state actors in geopolitics, right? Yeah. So moving on to a science and tech article here, stellar parallax, spacecraft navigation without Earth. So NASA's New Horizons spacecraft has successfully used stellar parallax to self-locate, relying on stars like Proxima Centauri and Wolf 359. Relying on stars like Proxima Centauri and Wolf 359. So, what is stellar parallax here? So, the stellar parallax is a apparent shift in a star's position when viewed from two different points, right? So traditionally used in astronomy and to measure distances, in astronomy. So it achieved an accuracy of 4.1 million kilometers. 4.1 million kilometers requires only a camera plus star catalog. It only requires a camera and a star catalog. It enables deep space navigation without constant Earth contact. So GS3, it connects to space technology and astrometry. So you tell me in the comments which star is the closest to our solar system, often used in parallax studies. So drop your answers in the comment section. So moving on to the next article, Parander's paradox, two losing strategies can win. So it's a, note the term here, it's a Parander's paradox. A new study applied this Parander's paradox to cancer treatment. So how this Parander's paradox is applied to cancer therapy. So it's basically this Parander's paradox, it's a game theory. All right. So here it means that two losing strategies when alternated can create a winning outcome. Remember, it's a gaming theory. Remember this definition here. So how it's connected to cancer therapy, we'll see here. That alternating high dose and low dose therapies delayed drug resistance, it was found, and it helped preserve healthy cells for longer duration of time, and it was backed by replicative models and simulations. So this is a GS3 Science and Tech plus Health related article, combining mathematical modeling with adaptive medicine, right? Important for prelims. The terms are important especially for prelims. So we have a personality news here. Bhupen Hazarika's centenary celebrations has begun. So India has begun year-long celebrations of Bharat Ratna Bhupen Hazarika's 100th birth anniversary. So Bhupen Hazarika, born in 1926, was also known as Sudha Kanta. He is also known as Sudha Kanta, and the Bard of Brahmaputra. Bard of Brahmaputra was a singer, a poet, and also a filmmaker from Assam, right? From Assam, who shaped the Assamese cultural identity. So on the eve of these celebrations, PM Modi is to release a 100 rupee commemorative coin, and events will be held across Assam and Arunachal Pradesh. His songs carried themes of unity, justice, and cultural pride. So prelims remember his titles, for mains linked to cultural nationalism and artistic diplomacy, right? So this is our last article for today's news. So it's a reason in news. Taiwan Strait is in news. Flashpoint of global naval diplomacy, right? So why is it in news? So Canadian and Australian warships recently warships have recently transited the Taiwan Strait, triggering surveillance by the Chinese PLA. So what is this strait exactly? You can see the strait here. It's present between China and Taiwan, south of East China Sea and north of South China Sea, right? So this strait, it separates China and Taiwan, right? The China claims it as a territorial waters while others call it international waters. It's a conflicted region. Right. So China sees foreign transit as a provocation here. Western allies emphasize freedom of navigation, and it heightens the risk of military miscalculation. These are the conflicts going on in that kind region, and this is a classic GS2 international relations case study on Indo-Pacific tensions and strategic choke points. Right. So yeah, this is it for today's current affairs. These are the key articles covering today's news, and now let's test your knowledge a bit with two prelims MCQs. The questions are with reference to Apatani tribe of Arunachal Pradesh. Consider the following statements. Options are A. 1. They practice a unique wet rice fish cultivation system. 2. Their method has been recognized by UNESCO as a form of sustainable agricultural heritage. 3. Apatani tribe is classified under particularly vulnerable tribal groups, that is PVTs. Which of the above are correct? 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, 1, 2 and 3. The next question we have here is the Taiwan Strait connects which of the following? A. South China Sea and East China Sea, East China Sea and Yellow Sea, Philippine Sea and South China Sea, Bay of Bengal and Andaman Sea. So make sure to drop your answers in the comment section below. Don't forget, we'll be checking your responses and we'll see the answers in the next session as well. And we also have two mains MCQs for you to practice answer writing. First question is, analyze how the Taiwan Strait crisis reflects the broader Indo-Pacific power struggle, 10 marker. And the second question is, explain how traditional tribal practices like Apatani farming embody lessons for sustainable development in modern India. This is also a 10 marker. Practice these mains questions. So yeah, that's all for today's current affairs. Each of these topics is prelims and mains relevant, and also relevant to other competitive exams, so revise very carefully. So if you found this session helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Mentors Academy. It really motivates us to keep bringing you high quality content every single day. So thank you so much for joining in Mentors Academy today, and I'll see you tomorrow with more current affairs related updates. Thank you and have a good day.